Welcome to Deep Dive Daily.
Good morning. Andy, how was your weekend?
Solid. I was not looking forward to the Easter at my mother's, but my wife got drunk, and it turned out to be a more entertaining Easter than I thought. So it was fun. Plus, she made ham. Sometimes she gets weird with the food. It's like
Sure.
just make what people want, and she made ham.
Just
so
play the hits. Just play the hits.
Well, I mean, she's full-blooded, born in Germany. She'll make German food, and I like almost all of it. But some other people are offended by not having ham on Easter. So good Easter, good Saturday. The weekend went fast. The draft was a lot of fun to kind of monitor as we went. The thing on my mind this morning, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but a lot of arguing on Twitter over super controversial topic here.
Oh,
can 100 people kill a silverback gorilla if it's 100 versus 1?
Ooh.
People are making some cases like, oh yeah, we only got to win once. Like, things like 7 foot tall, 800 pounds. That seems like the worst. I just don't think people have the stomach for it. Like, once you see your buddy get his arms ripped off, like, I'm gonna hide in the corner of whatever arena. Like, just the dumbest arguments we have. It's one funny tweet, and then somebody runs with it, and now my whole feed is just gorilla shit. You're lucky you haven't seen a gorilla tweet yet.
Twitter is just an absolute hellscape, man. It's all porn now. Like, that's all there is on Twitter.
I mean, it just kind of
porn and like what do you call it? Like, have you look at this clip from this movie? Look at this movie screenshot. It's like
my favorite of the accounts that are like history buffs unite, and it's like we're gonna give you deep dives into history and stuff, and then it's just shit posting. It's like clips from the movie with Mark Wahlberg searching for treasure. Like, that's not history. Freaking the Tom Holland movie. What are we doing?
Oh yeah, no. Twitter is just an absolute hellscape. I cannot spend it. I came back to get draft information. I might be going away again. It's not fulfilling me.
I've tuned mine up pretty well. And if you go to like the just people you're following, it's not so bad. But the search is what kills me.
Search is dead, yeah.
There's a porn star who happens to also be a little person, and his first name is the same first name as me. And when trying to go find an old tweet I posted, so I'll type in like Andy MSFW and something. For some reason, him just hammering somebody is always the first search term that comes up. Like, I'm like, I have to block this guy, because I'd search and then it'd be like, oh, show me media, and it's always just him going to town on somebody. Like, how is that? How is that what I searched for? Like, I understand his name is Andy, and maybe he's boosting his posts or something, but oh my God, I've seen that guy's dick more than mine.
I had to close my messages for the first time ever last week, because I tuned in one time and I had 256 like requests, and I clicked over to it, and it was all the same like monster chat scam chats.
We had that on the golf account.
I guess somehow I close this now.
Yeah, I upped the security settings, and they're all hidden now. But if you go like, hey, see other ones, there's like 1,000 crypto scams.
What a hellscape. Anyway, it was a great weekend. I went up to Paso Robles. Hat tip to Matt Porter from the Deep Dive Discord for the recommendation of the weekend, which was Turtle Rock Winery. My goodness. Eye-opening, mind-blowing stuff there. Had a great time in Paso Robles. It was a weird, cold, wet April for us. Like, it was like 50 degrees and raining. But ultimately, being up there in the country was incredible. It's just cool place. And got to spend some time with wife's family. That was good people, good food, good drinking, and and good sports this weekend. I woke up to two windfalls actually on Saturday. First was Liverpool wins the Premier League. I didn't even know that they could
A
have.
little early. Yeah.
It's early. That was not on my radar that clinching was possible for them.
There's only like 5 matches left.
That was a whoa. what happened this weekend? And you look around and you're like, oh shit, Liverpool got graded. That's fun. So that was a good one. That was a big one for me. And then I randomly had Shadur Sanders to be drafted by the Browns. And holy crap, Saturday was fun as hell. Or actually was the date Friday night was fun as hell, because you're like, every time anyone who might possibly need a quarterback took a different quarterback, you were like, yes, all right. And then the Browns took Dylan Gabriel, and I'm like,
Then you thought it was dead. I know. I had the Seahawks at like 40-1. And every time they were up, I'm like, well, you never know. They could and I thought about adding some teams after the Raiders got steamed to the bejesus belt based off one tweet. I mean, it's a big name for a tweet, but they got steamed crazy before round 2. And I started to look at other teams. I'm like, man, if he slips at all, it isn't just here's 4 teams that needed him. Like we were on Rams, Browns, Raiders, Steelers. That was the kind of the quartet of teams that thought about taking him. If he slips into the 3rd round, the group of teams that might take him is like 20 deep.
Yeah.
Because at that point you're like, well, man, we had this guy graded here. We can always use a project quarterback. Any team who's starting a quarterback who's over 30 has to be like, well, 5 years from now, we'll see what this kid has. And it's a 3rd round pick. It's crazy how far he fell. There was some misinformation going around about how bad the interviews were, which is fun because it was like so believable. Some of these shit posts, it's like, oh my God, did he actually do that? It sounded like it was close. I did feel pretty bad about the prank call.
Yeah, that kind of
and
stuff.
I'm a guy that grew up, I love crank anchors and I love prank calling. This one, it was pretty mean. That was pretty mean. And because at first people were like, how did he fall for this? And then you get the information that phone, that burner phone he bought, was only given that number to the NFL execs.
Yeah.
So like if that phone rings, you're 100% feeling it. Like, oh boy, here's my time. I made it. So the people that are going overboard and like people are calling for that guy's job.
Death penalty.
Like, I don't know about that. Like,
send him to El Salvador.
Let's pump. I did say the kid should go to El Salvador. Tongue in cheek. Yeah, I tweeted that out. I'm like, there's got to be room for one more down there. I mean, I feel bad because I felt like it was tongue in cheek, and then you see people after that who are like, we got to fire this coach, and this kid has to be accountable, and we need to press charges. I'm like, I don't want to be lumped in with you fuckers. Like, calm down. As someone with kids, and like, it's embarrassing when like the principal calls,
sure,
your kid did something wrong. Like, that's such a terrible feeling. This is times 1,000,000,000,000. I feel so bad for that guy. If it was like genuinely not his fault that he, left sensitive.
Is this the Jets interim coach?
Yeah, he was the Jets interim coach. He's the DC for Falcons now.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't have many other thoughts on the NFL draft other than, it was a windfall that the Browns ended up with them. I'm not sure I understand really why the Browns took 2 quarterbacks, but we'll see what happens.
They have 5 now.
Yeah, they got a lot of quarterbacks going on. If you have 5, but you have 5, you don't have 1.
Well, here's the thing: like, nobody carries 5. Teams carry 2 now. Because you can do the emergency thing. So like the fact that they drafted him so late, I wonder if he's playing in a different uniform this year anyway. If they don't like him in camp, and they're happy with Flacco or Gabriel, well, there's only so many spots.
There is.
So it'd be interesting.
Couple other thoughts. We got offensive rookie of the year numbers up. I know you like you got your full stake on Travis Hunter to double, which would be sick, and I'll be cheering for that. But fun. I was kind of surprised that Genty was like as high as he was favorite wise. There's not a huge gap in my mind between Genty and the other like top 4 running backs who got drafted. Like, they're all going to have relatively similar roles, and if anything, like the usage Genty got last year was pretty freaking serious. So he's like a little bit of a red flag for me. I was like, can he handle?
Yeah.
Like, will he be fresh enough to go at 17-game season?
I think the pro for him is that it's Pete Carroll, and they really didn't they didn't have a running back last year. They were cycling through a bunch of guys. You can say this thing about like anybody can go find a running back in the 3rd round or a free agent. Like there is a cutoff where it's like, all right, these guys suck shit. And, and a bunch of those guys played for the Raiders last year. So he has an opportunity, and he has a coach who likes to run the ball. That said, I think the guys who put up sick numbers from the running back position, a lot of it's scheme and the guys in front of them and the offense, the threat of the pass, the threat of the quarterback doing something. Like Jalen Hurts definitely helped Saquon quite a bit. Lamar helped Tractor Cito.
Sure.
So I'm with you. I don't think it should be that short.
I just think like Genty, Hampton, Judkins, and Henderson, like they should all be bunched a lot more than they are. And then similarly, I think Cam Ward should be like your clear favorite. Like we've seen this enough times where there's just one. There's only one quarterback that we have high confidence is starting week 1, and it's Ward. And he could just start 17 games and have enough of a statistical impact to just win. So I'm not sure why he's not the clear favorite. Ultimately,
he could have like the Justin Herbert light year where it's like, they didn't win that many games, but 3,500 yards, 22 touchdowns. Like, he's a start. Like, all it takes really to be in the conversation is like, this kid halfway through the year, we know he's starting already next year.
Yeah,
he's good enough. He's good enough to be a starter.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Bo Nix would have won last year if it wasn't for Daniels, right?
Yeah, like Nix in a normal year is very much.
Even though Brian Thomas Jr. had like this historic year, Puka Nacua had a historic year. Who did he lose to? Why am I blanking?
I'm gonna let you get.
CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everything. It's a quarterback award. So I'm with you on Ward there too.
Okay.
I have Travis Hunter to have a 6.
I don't have many other thoughts on the draft.
I have my draft grades. I'm going to go through them real quick.
A.
Everybody.
B, D, A, D.
Everybody
F,
got a B minus.
B minus.
Everybody got a B minus. But you know what? I haven't seen any of these fuckers play yet. They haven't played a single snap. We don't know. Nobody knows. You guys are giving, this is a good draft. Actually, the Browns didn't get a tackle for some reason. Like they had a weird to take 2 quarterbacks and no tackles was a goofy. Maybe I give them a C plus. Everyone else got a B minus.
Okay. All right. Well, let's the rest of the sports is the NBA play. Go ahead.
On the NBA.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just because I'm not in the weeds as much in college or pro basketball as you. I watched the clip of Luka stepping on the foot and falling. And when you see the clip from like the floor level, it's like, well, he stepped on the guy's foot and he fell. Like that's not his fault. But then if you see like the top level, is it Jaden McDaniels? Who's the player?
Yes. McDaniels.
It looks like Jaden does kind of take a jab step towards him while he's back. You're backpedaling with him and he takes a step forward. I don't fully understand the rule, but I think that was probably a foul.
Yeah, I mean
the goofiness about the timeout, and then hey, guess what? You took the timeout, but they got to review it in time. You still lose your timeout. I was obviously cheering for the Timberwolves. Kind of almost felt bad for the Lakers yesterday.
Yeah,
they put up a hell of an effort. They got jobbed in a couple spots.
They did. I'm sure they'll get the benefit of the call in the next game.
That's what I'm saying. Are we taking LeBron free throws over?
Yeah, I would. I think similarly, like the Knicks Pistons ending was insane. I have mixed feelings about this because like it was clearly a foul, like no question. And if that same play happens in the middle of the second quarter of that game, it gets called. But the refs swallow their whistles in the last 30 seconds. We've known this for a long time. And Tim Hardaway Jr., instead of like stepping to the side and just getting a clean look at a 3, he leaned, he went for the contact and didn't get a reasonable shot. And the refs didn't give him the benefit of the doubt. They didn't give him the charity. So with your season on the line, I would have tried to get a shot off instead of just.
How about the Wolves just letting Reeves have a corner 3?
That was
kind of nuts. Like
that's
what you drew up. I still think Finch is a bad coach.
I'm not going to disagree with you there. All right,
but if they finish this off, it'll be a hosting Golden State, correct? If they finish their series.
Yes. Yes.
Either team they'd host.
No. They would
Oh yeah, they're below
They would
Houston.
be below the Rockets. Yes.
I'm not driving to
We're
Houston.
starting to get a little bit of clarity of what's going to happen here in the next round. Start handicapping the Cavs, Pacers, Bucks was a terrible bet by me. I'm just going to write that one off as a loss. Move on.
I mean, the injuries didn't help.
No, but the defense is the problem. Like,
is that
Doc
team getting
Rivers,
blown
I can't
up?
believe I bet on a Doc Rivers team. Is really where I'm mad at myself for that.
Yeah.
That was dumb. Their
Is
defense.
that team getting blown up though?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it already has been. I mean, Giannis may stick around just because he likes the city of Milwaukee. I have no idea. He's kind of a weird dude. But yeah, no, it's over.
Eastern Wisconsin is basically Greece. They share a lot of climate similarity.
Cannot imagine too further away things. The general kind of vibe out of the West right now. I mean, the Thunder are an absolute truck. Now I know they got couple close ones to close out that series, but nice that they get some extra time to get a blow here before. Well, the Clippers Nuggets, that series feels like it's going to go 7. It could be Clippers in 6. I like that they're favored in game 5. I agree with that. I think the Clippers are the bet in game 5, but that's still going to be a long series. The Nuggets playing their guys 44 minutes a game, like good Lord, 42, 43, I guess. But there's just they don't have any guards to play, and the Clippers still can do a lot of tinkering, and they've solved some stuff, I thought, at the end of game 4, even though it was a loss for them. So Clippers Nuggets is a fun series. Rockets Warriors is a fun one.
Is the power still out in Madrid? Are they still just? I heard it's not playing. I heard it's not like localized to the stadiums or something. It's like there's a massive power outage in the country or something.
I had no.
That could be a problem for the tennis. That could be a problem for the tennis.
That could be. I'm sweating out Jack Draper as my title winner in Madrid. Did we talk about that last week?
We did a little, I think.
Draper's my guy in that one. He looked pretty good in his first 2 matches.
Dick Whitman, actually.
He was supposed to play Berrettini today, but we'll see if they get the power back on. It is, as Rob mentions, Derby week. I don't have any more NBA thoughts.
We'll have time all week. The NBA. Hey, guess what? The NBA playoffs. We have 8 more weeks of it.
Plenty of time.
We'll talk some basketball.
Yeah, and round 1 is winding down. So, it is Derby week. The draw was
wasn't even
Saturday.
hyperbole, was it?
What?
It goes to like late June.
Yeah, the finals. The first day of the finals, I want to say, is like June 6th or something.
So it is like 6 full weeks yet. If we get a long finals. Goodness.
Yeah. Let me tell you for sure. The finals start June 5th, game 1. The game 7, if necessary. Andy, you want to guess? And it might be necessary this year because the finals are going to be fucking good.
June 18th.
June 22nd.
My God.
Right before the old July 4th holiday, as is tradition.
Yeah, the fucking solstice.
Yeah, June 22nd is your game 7, if necessary, in Oklahoma City, hopefully. All right, it is Derby week. I am flying on Wednesday, so we have to. Andy, you're on your own Wednesday for the Deep Dive Daily. I'll be at the airport. My flight is 7 a.m. Pacific, and I'll be boots on the ground for the Derby Wednesday afternoon, all day Thurby, all day Oaks Friday, and then all day Derby Saturday. The weather looks amazing. It's going to be like perfect temperatures and sunny. And the Derby itself looks really good. This is going to be a good one. There is kind of a really good middle class of horses this year, and the favorites are fine, but not like so overwhelming that this is just pick your favorite. So it's a good handicap, and the draw was actually perfect. Did you see how it went? Like all the early speed is on the inside, all the closers are on the outside, so it should be just a nice orderly and away they go. And I'm expecting an honest pace here. love the draw for American Promise. He's in the 5. He's got early speed, but he's a presser. So he should be able to just kind of go with Rodriguez and Citizen Bull. And I'm hopeful that he has a kick that's strong enough to reel them in.
And Citizen Bull gets squeezed, then again, you're looking even more at a slower to medium pace. If he gets squeezed into the 1, I'm assuming Sandman's a closer on the outside based on his price.
Yeah, Sandman and Sovereignty are closers.
17 at the 17 slot.
Well, the 17 is cursed.
It is
46 starts, 0 wins. Do you know that even though this is the 151st running, the longest continuous sport that is conducted here in the United States, by the way, you go back far enough and there's no post positions. Like, what? Did you know that like from 1930 and older, they just put up a rope, and then they just dropped the rope and let them go? There was no gate.
Well, yeah, the gates hadn't been invented, I guess.
So there's only post information going back to like the 1930s. But all that said, the 17 is cursed for some reason. I don't think that's real, but I don't like Sandman anyway. I don't think this is a closer race. I know Brett's bringing up that pace could be crazy. It could be. I think that generally the crazy paces are like when when horses' hands are forced, and you don't have a choice as to how you want to run the race. And maybe that's a bit of the case for Citizen Bull in this one. But I don't know. I'm not necessarily seeing like any of these horses as so lights out fast that they're just going to burn the fucking track down on the first quarter mile and open the door for the closers. I think the closers.
Are we going to do one of these from the track then, like Thursday?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like it.
Absolutely. Thursday I'll be out there for early works for sure, if there are any. Usually the works are on like Wednesday, so I might miss it. But if there's any work going on Thursday morning, I'll be there for that. And then I'll be there for checking out the conditions of the track on Friday morning and Saturday morning. So it'll be fun.
A little correction and retraction about being the oldest sporting event continuous here in the U.S.
What is
the Viola Gopher Count? 1 year older, 1874. Derby started in 1875. It is a gopher hunt where they pay what do you call it when you bring someone in? A bounty. They pay a bounty on killed gophers. You bring in the front paws, and they give you a little bit of money. It's been going on for 152 years this summer in Viola, Minnesota.
That's fascinating.
They downplay the gopher killing part now, but you can still bring him in for a bounty. It's more like, hey, we have a band and beer and a pie eating contest. I'm here to kill gophers, sir.
It's exciting. Well, we'll share more Derby thoughts this week. We'll try to get. I haven't. I meant to text our friend Mike Somich to see if we could set up the deep dive to talk Derby. But it's a really, really good race this year.
I'm super flexible if we want to try to get Mike on for an hour sometime.
Yeah, I think tomorrow would be the best day for it.
Afternoon, evening, late, whatever.
We could do it Thursday too. Yeah, I'll see what his schedule is.
If he has Wednesday time for us,
yeah,
I can be flexible for him.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm fired up, man. Super fired up.
I do love the horses.
Oh God,
it makes me want to. I might. I talked a big game about driving down. That's a long drive on a Saturday, or flying down even. But I may go up to the track, the Canterbury Downs.
Now you're talking.
I do like watching this at the actual track because they should have some live racing there too between it.
I love it. It is going to be a good. It's going to be a good week. I'm super excited. Yeah, we'll save more thoughts for the Derby as it gets closer. Brett says the track played super fair on Saturday night and the turf looked great. That's a good sign. And weather looks good.
Any thoughts on Cleveland -8.5, Golden State -4, or the totals 211, 203?
Looks chalky to me today. Okay. Houston's an interesting handicap right now. Their offense just sucks. They don't have anybody that really stands out offensively. And then I think Jimmy Butler plays. Gary Payton Jr. emerging for the Warriors. Steph Curry is obviously a problem. Is it out to 4? I liked it better at 3.5.
4 painted, yeah.
4 I think is probably right. We're getting to the right price. Let me look at my numbers. My numbers make it 4.5, so pretty close. Miami drawing dead. I would only look Cleveland in that game. Cleveland, goddamn, is Cleveland good? I can't believe people are still a little bit shy on this team being a super team. I'm shocked, honestly. I'm going to make them something in the minus 800 ballpark against the Pacers. And I think I know the Celtics are playing a team that mucks it up, but I can't imagine right now my fair is not saying that Cleveland should be favored in a series against the Celtics, that home court is in advantage of the Cavs. So I think Cleveland's going to win the East, man.
It's a fun one. It's fun to just get a different team in the finals.
Yeah.
Cleveland, almost certainly OKC, but you could make a case for, honestly, whoever comes out of Warriors, Minnesota, could give them a little bit.
No.
I can.
No.
Yeah, I'm banking on injury.
No. That Warriors come through and they're done.
I missed Canterbury opening day, not 5:25.
Wow.
It's cold up here. I feel like, if you can go there, it's open for the Derby. There's just no live racing because they have a casino there too.
Yeah, we're talking like that's like the start of like the conference finals, man. My goodness.
Yeah, I think the third race. Boo.
Anyway, all right. Well, let's call it. I'm looking forward to more Derby talk this week. A lot to cover. And we may do it tomorrow. We may do it on Thursday. But
we don't know.
Regardless, it's going to be a great week. Spring is here. Spring has sprung.
Yeah. Get into some Sauv Blanc.
Nice.
And some, the girls are making Aperol Spritzes.
That's a good one for the spring.